I was looking at a plant. Good morning, welcome to Piece of Pat Paints. I'm Pat. I paint pieces, and apparently I sometimes stare off at plants because I get caught. I get caught up doing those sort of things. Because I'm an artist, and we're interesting people, and we get just caught off staring at things. It's a rather pretty one. Kristen bought it. It's a very beautiful orchid. But yeah, I was busy staring at it. I've got to go this way. I'm still getting used to going the right direction on the cameras. Gotta go opposite of the way you think. So anyway, yeah. It's very pretty, and I'm getting ready to figure out where it's gonna live and all that stuff. Because I love plants. I'm a big fan of plants. In all their various ways. Forms, ways. I don't know why you said ways. That was weird. But yeah. So if you're new to the show, this is what it's like. Just be ready for lots of just me being a weirdo, and we're gonna paint some stuff here in a second. So it's not just this. There is paint. Well, as a matter of fact, let's get over to that part of it before I make this any weirder for no reason. Boom, we're back on. Okay, turn that on. Take one more look at the market. Hoping it, hoping people are making sure they're not losing too much of their money doing that. If they are, be careful on the market, everybody. It's wrong. I have notes. I took notes. I did good. I'm gonna put those over there. I can read them sort of over there. Okay. That way I can paint and talk and I can talk about some of the things. So anyway, yeah. This looks pretty good. I did come back last night and I just did a little bit of sponging. Well, not even really sponging, just kind of dipping, putting just little bits of color back on it. And I did use, and I'm going to show you guys how to do this later, because I just wanted to do it real quick to check and see. Now I've lost the thing. Oh, there it is. Right in front of my freaking face. So use one of these to take off any of that excess stuff while it was drying. So, because I wanted it to kind of dry in those cracks. So now we have the differences in the deal. And it still looks slightly metallic, translucent, but it also has kind of a different color to it. So it's interesting. I like it. It looks even cooler in person. Although it looks pretty cool on there too. Anyway, we gotta get to work. We gotta get to talking about the different things before I forget. That's why I took notes. Good morning, Servant Beardsley. Oh, and I did put her on a base. Or him. Her. It doesn't actually matter. I found out about a lot more about these Black Knight or Plague Knights. But we're gonna talk a little bit more about the Black Grail first, and then we'll talk about the Plague Knights. Before we get there, though, so I get this out of the way, so I don't smash it or anything. I did get to work on this flaming. This flamer for this mechanized infantry unit. So it's going to be pretty outstanding once I get it all together. Yeah, so now he's got I think I'm going to put like a strap here to where it's like a harness. It's like on a harness. Finally got the oil leak to stop. All right, that's good stuff. All the wrong covers. Oh gosh. So yeah, I think I got it all set up to where this can pretty much go right where it was. I might have to do a little bit of build out, just a tiny bit. But I think I can affix this to this spot right here and just go from there. And then we have a flamethrower unit to go with our machine gunner. And it's got like, I built some stuff inside of this. So once we get this all painted and black, it'll look better. It'll look more on point, I suppose. Really am debating cutting a piece of this off because it underlaps a little strange, but I kind of like it that way. I don't know. Switch over to LKQ, check the first car. Real valve cover. The front was busted. Checked every other vehicle. Only reached the very last vehicle we could have checked. Did have a front valve cover completely intact. Ah, that's a lot of work. I got a quarter panel and 2 bumpers I need to replace. I'm probably just gonna pay somebody to do it though. Okay, so anyway, that's this guy. I'm gonna put him out of the way so we don't break him. I spent a few hours getting that done. We do need to get this wing reattached, but I kind of wanted to do a little bit of this work back here before we started getting all that attached back on there. Just because it's going to be easier if we get anything we want done first. Okay, so I want this kind of dry blood look. This is an Alizarin crimson. Just a little peck of that. Yeah, man, it's such a pain in the ass. It's gonna cost a couple $1,000. I mean, the front bumper isn't a big deal, but quarter panels, it's a pain in the ass. All right, so this is a pretty nice crimson color. We're trying to get it decently thinned out here. Again, one of the reasons I like using these high color pigments or high-end pigments is you can thin them out a lot, and they're not going to lose their color. Cheeky friend request sale. Hey, right on, man. We're gonna get this linked up. We're gonna do some slaying. I just hit level 60 on my sorcerer. Needs a little bit more. And there's always a place where the pigment's going to start to break, and we want to avoid that. We want to get close to without going over. The brush may be too much for this. remember the first Diablo. I have played all of Diablo. It has been a wild ride. That's why when they were like Diablo 4, I was like, 4? How? Okay, so in the source material for this, it's kind of got blood kind of coming out from the helmet, and again with these little deals. So now Beelzebub and the Black Grail is all about plague. So pusses, sores, tumors, plagues. He is Beelzebub himself, the person who created this Black Grail, and whose forces these are. Is thought to be the one that has profited the most from the war. When the gates opened up and everybody started getting a little too excited. I think we need to do some stuff real quick before we go too much further with this blood work. I need to think. I do lead belcher, or do I want to go straight to like silver? I'm thinking we can jump straight up to a lead belcher. Maybe do a little bit of silver as well. So what we're gonna do is start adding some chips to this metal. So we need some like changes in color. I need to like just tone it up. Let's see. I wasn't thinking ahead, and there it is. I should put these on there. These are not on the list. So I will try to remember to add those to the list later. Anyway, so like I was saying before I interrupt myself here, they opened up these gates, right? The Templars, and out from the gates. So, Beelzebub only sends out his flies. Just some flies to just go do a little infecting. Nothing serious. While everybody else is slugging it out with the mortals. Then he sends out his Black Grail after both sides have kind of exhausted each other. And the Black Grail is pretty insidious, as it kind of infects the people in the trenches. And so first your friend beside you is getting sicker and sicker as you're trying to fight these things off. And then they burst out of the infirmary to kill you. And now you have to kill this thing that was once your friend. So you know, it's pretty wild, because it turns you into a soldier for Beelzebub, the Lord of Gluttony. So you kind of, it's pretty righteous in its horror aspect there. That should help bring out a little bit more of those details. Okay. And now I'm going to come back with the silver. I'm just going to do little chips here and there. Especially around the edges where it might have seen a little bit more damage in battle. And you're just trying to like touch it. We're not even really making like strokes per se. It's really just, honestly, just kind of touching at it. So anyway, we're talking about Beelzebub still. So they create this, the servants of, you know, Lucifer, they create this court that is the, you know, court of the demons. It's seven sins, so 7 lords of hell sit on this court. And Beelzebub, the Lord of Gluttony, refuses to participate. So there's always some lesser demon trying to take that throne. And so they're always trying to fight each other instead of fighting Beelzebub. If there were, you know, a demon that's a gluttonous demon, whatever. So there, you've got that problem going on. This also leads to stalemates in the affairs of the devils and the demons, whatever. I'm not sure that they've made a distinction between demons and devils in this. In some other games, demons and devils are different, but I don't know that there's a bunch of difference in this, or if there's just one devil and the rest are demons. You gotta look a little bit deeper into that. So these demons are constantly, instead of Beelzebub having to fight all his underlings to gain this spot, or to keep his spot, they're all busy fighting each other to try and take his seat. But even if they take his seat, it won't really matter, because nobody on the courts of hell is going to recognize anyone but Beelzebub as the rightful Lord of Gluttony. So he kind of broke their little bureaucracy, their little system. It's no longer going to work the way they want it to work until they can get him to participate, which doesn't appear like it's going to happen. Heck yeah, that looks pretty sweet. The little glitter bits are perfect. They've got a little out of control of one of them. Just a little touch of dark silver. That looks fun. Okay. So he took over a city. I did not write that in my notes. I should have. From and it's now kind of like his. It's where he tests out his next creations as far as plagues and stuff like that. So it's pretty awful. Because he's not just the master of this demon-born plague, which is the Black Grail. There's also he has several other plagues that he is involved with. Some of them are normal, like huge earthly plagues, and some of them are the demonic plagues. He hasn't been able to find a way to be able to make demonic level plagues here on this plane of existence, so they have to open up the pits of hell to get his plagues, his big crazy demonic plagues out. And they say that if he can ever figure out how, then he'll challenge Lucifer for the throne. Now that's, we'll see. I think that's kind of part of the fun. You can kind of have a little bit of wars against each other that way, where it's like, this is why the legions of hell, it should be united against, because the demons are telling them what to do, gives them reasons to kind of fight at each other. Which is good stuff. Just a little bit, just a little bit. On this nose too, right? Real sparing with that extra work, right? Not too much. We don't want to really overdo it. Alright, we're gonna go back to our blood now. Speaking of gates of hell, do you see Doom, Dark Ages? Game coming out pretty awesome. Oh man, I don't know. Let's say I'm skeptical. Let's say I'm skeptical. Like, the whole fun about Doom was you were, running around with a shotgun, murdering demons. So we go to the Dark Ages. Like, are we gonna lose that? Are we keeping that? Like, I have questions. I have questions. I want to take a look at it. I want to see. I don't know. All right, so we're bringing some of this bronze back. Mostly just trying to edge highlight it. Bring back this spike. Not that spike. It's a standout. So we're talking about the plagues, plague again, Beelzebub, and all this stuff. Now, plague knights, these particular creatures that I'm working with right here, these things are different. They have sworn over to Beelzebub. They were once mortals. Most of these people were like serial killers and highwaymen and things like that. Horrible individuals. Your average deplorables. Chain piece right here. We should bring that up to full on silver, just so it'll stand out. Catching it. Don't worry about those shadows. Pop that dang magnifying glass again. So you can see it. I was making this work yesterday. How did I do it? I don't know. Anyway, there, you'll have to believe me. There's a chain that connects the two parts of these wings that are its cape. Man, I don't know if you want to treat on Music Genius production techniques. Mick Gordon has done all sorts of videos. Yeah, I like I've always liked Dim's music. I didn't know they were screwing him over. That's not fun. Alright, now we need to be careful. I'm gonna do some of the blood before I come back to doing that bronze work. I need to do the bronze in the back. probably need to do that before, so I can do blood down on it. But deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths. We're just gonna do it. These little rings are so shallow. I definitely can't come back with the dry brush. It'll overpaint onto the rest of it. And it's such a small area. And this stuff is super thin. Just thin, just thick enough to hold the pigments in, really. Now we want more like almost like a splatter there. A lot more in here. Really starting to look good now. Between the legs here. just trying to get the. I'm trying to get the ones that are on the downslope. These ones on the upslope, I'm not so worried about them. Because we want it to look kind of like this blood is like coming out of the night itself, right? Because it's carrying the plague with it. Or whatever, you know. And some of this might be splatter from a victim or whatever have you. I like this idea of the blood is kind of coming out from the night itself. Like it oozes this gore from itself as it crosses the battlefield. You know, and they talk about that in the primer for the Black Grail people. As slow as possible. No, it never means that. It should never mean that. And anybody who's using it mean that is either they're being funny, which is, you know, you're always trying to be funny. You're like me, you're just kind of clowns and characters. Or they're just they're being an excuse for their laziness. As slow as possible. God. But it could. Yeah. It definitely could. It definitely could. Okay. Looking pretty awesome right there, man. Pretty excited about that. Okay, so with our blade here, I'm just gonna do a little bit edge highlighting, a little bit more maybe to the tip there. This is lead belcher, which I think I put on there, but oh no, I didn't. That's the ones we added in here, didn't we? Forget it. See, that's how I forget, because I'm like, no, that's on there. It's not. Alright, now, same thing. Coming in. Just give it a little bit of silver here and there. Especially the very tips. How it looks. Whoa, there we go. Pitted and old and it's got definition and yeah. It looks like it's rusting kind of, which is what we're looking for. Okay. I'm gonna put another round of this burnt umber. We're just gonna make sure we get rid of any places where we might have overpainted with the dry brushing or the working with weapons or any of that kind of stuff. Just gonna take a look around real quick. Weird misstrokes like that. That was just a stray metal, a stray bit of metallic. Alright. And then we also got a base coat. This down here in our burnt umber as well. There's all sorts of ways to make mud cover on the bottom of your face. All these bases for this, I'm going with these mud bases. I might add something to it later, like a skull or something, but I don't know. Can I get that other wing on? Looking really, really good. Gory and bloody as heck. Bloody as heckums. Alright, here's said wing. I'm going to go ahead and paint this sucker white. Start this process. That way we can put the. This is when you're the most rough with it, so. We'll do this part before we glue it on there. think they're going to do Magic Flute at the opera this year. Super excited about that. If you live in Oklahoma and you like the opera, Payne and Sky Opera, they do their show in downtown the city at the Little Theater Civic Center. It's awesome. If you like opera, freaking amazing. If you've never experienced an opera, it'd be fun. Magic Flute's a good one. It's got a great aria, which is where they, have like a big solo song. I mean, it's really good. If you're into this when it comes, not into that kind of music, probably skip it. But all right, deep breath, kiddos. Really like this gel stuff. I bought a big jar of it, a jug of it this time, or a big thing of it. Anyway, not really a jug, is it? A little too much over there. A little blow. All right, we're back on there. I'm gonna let that dry for just a moment. Hi. Always wanted to go to an orchestral performance of a video game. That'd be fun. Yeah, the Final Fantasies have got good scores. There's a couple of ones like the Last of Us score was really good, and man, there's been a couple of pretty decent musical scores out there for video games. I think it was a bigger trend for a little while than maybe it is now, but it's still a pretty big trend. It'd be fun to go do. It'd be fun to go like watch Tekken or something. That'd be crazy, right? Somebody playing Tekken while they're playing Tekken. Playing Tekken while playing Tekken. You could even advertise it that way. Come watch playing Tekken while playing Tekken. Somebody come watch that shit. You really gotta wait for this to dry up completely before you stick your brushes on it, because, well, you don't really want to stick your brushes in super low. It's not particularly good for them. I think that's on there pretty good though. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. From the scenes I've watched, that'd be a good one. Alright, we're gonna get this junk brush here. We're just gonna check it. Still a little pull back in there. Yeah, you can feel it. You can see where it wadded it up on one side. This is a trash brush, so he's okay. That's why, keep yourself some junkers around, guys. Don't throw away your junk brushes. And if people give you trash brushes, don't be upset. Be like, oh man, I know exactly what to use this for. Thank you so much. They don't need to know that you're gonna use it to fucking sop up super glue and then you're gonna throw it away. They don't need to know that. You can just be like, oh man, I really appreciate that you want to contribute to my work. So paranoid. I feel like you got it on there. Not that it matters. This regiment brush is kind of trash to begin with. So you just have to get a little super glue on there. Be alright. Okay. It's already starting to fray, but it was starting to fray before all this. Shake. Okay, now we got a process for this. We're gonna probably run a little long today, which is all right because I'm really gonna get this done. Is my plan. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Kind of what I was thinking too. Plus, we're so close. We could have this model done every day. Crank this thing out in two sessions. Move on to something new. Do the next part of the Black Grail, and then maybe pop over to. I gotta get some steam picked up, and then we'll do the next big piece for the Elden project. Because I think we've got 2 more to go. We've got Mesmer and maybe 4. Because we may have Radon. We might have Radon. I think he wants to do Radon. So I think we have like 3 more of those to go. I don't know. I don't know which one I'm doing. Teal one's the hardest to do. Wants to mix with that green so bad. Models lobby. Alright, I'll let that set up for just a second. And we'll dry brush that other color on top. The iridescent pearl. Oh, my knee. Oh, okay. Just gotta be patient. It's all about being patient. Lots of things in life about being patient. Waiting, I'll put another coat of this umber down. This is burnt umber again. Down here, we're really just trying to create kind of like a mud. Be careful, I don't want to knock over those balls. As with this, we'll add a wash of burnt or raw umber to hit all the crevices. Now you could do it the other way. You could do it raw umber and then dry brush it with burnt umber. Or, you know, there's lots of ways to make it look like mud. I can figure out what to do with my thing of raw umber. I don't know how I could be missing a giant tube. But apparently I am. Huh. Okay, well. That's really strange. It's a big fucking tube. Where did it go? It fell down. Ooh, that was a lot. I didn't need that much. Make it extra red for Oklahoma mud. Yeah, you'd almost need to add like just a little bit of like maybe some sienna to get you want like a burnt sienna to get to that yellow or that or the red Oklahoma clay. Not with burnt sienna. We don't necessarily. Let's see what we. Oh yeah, I'm waiting on this to dry. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell when it's inks. This is completely dried out. It is. Just need a tiny bit of this. Probably need more now. That's a good start. Be super careful. That wing is already under some pressure. Just like we did yesterday, our dry version, just to kind of tone it down. Okay. Because we're not trying to make it rainbow bright, we're just trying to make it look iridescent, which is what the pearl is going to do. It's going to definitely help with that. And then we're going to cut it down again. Woo! That was close. Woo! that made my heart jump. Made my booty hole pucker up something first. Golly, that was spooky. I don't want to do that again. Okay. Okay, so here's, like I said, this is a process. Anyway, so these plague knights, they said they came from like murderers and rapists and thieves and serial offenders that end up swearing themselves to Beelzebub's service, and then they become, over time, if they're nasty enough and horrible enough, they can become a plague knight. And then they maintain some of their former memory. So, like, they can lead attacks back to the places where they came from. So, you know, if it was, you know, a local serial murderer, you know, a serial killer, it might be able to go and haunt the same place it was committing the offenses in, because it knows the area, it knows what it's looking at, so to speak. Which, that's super creepy. And since it's maintaining some of its humanity, I mean, my guess would be able that it can still mimic sounds and things like that, which that's also terrifying. Just a touch more. Need to do up all the other stuff that needs to get done for today. Do up all my other metals since I got a big old batch of mix now. I need to find my damn canister. I have a whole can of this crap. I mean, jar, can, whatever. There you go. If you're looking for a consistency, when it drops down the edge real easily, you can tell it's ready. All right. It is literally Instagram. It's gonna make it oily and grimy and dirty looking all at once. In these crevices. The thing of this is it's going to take a while for all this to dry up. So we're going to let it sit for just a second, just like that. Clean this stuff up real quick. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way. So I don't have crap all over the place. Done. No real fast way to get it to dry out here. You could leave it like that, I suppose. It would be fine. But I kind of liked it. Pull a little bit off and do some splotches of color. I like the swatches. I guess I could just show you how you do it. You just take this thing here and you would just wipe it off. Just in case we can't get to that. Almost to where we can start working on some other parts of it. Very close. So fucking gory. My butt. Ask Kristen to let you out. She's standing right there. I think she's up. I think I heard her moving around. Maybe she'll go take you out in the rain. You don't really want to go out there. Such a goober. Jaboboy. He really likes outside, but we live in a place that, you know, cats like him really shouldn't be outside. Maybe you're a little smarter. We can do that. Is that Payne's Gray? That's that Payne's Gray. Okay, so let's see. The handle. I want to make this look more like dead dried wood. I forgot what I got that Payne's Gray out for. It felt like it was important at the time, but now I forgot what it was. I don't think there was anything I really needed it for. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I put it on there because I usually use Payne Gray on everything. I was thinking, oh, now I remember what it was. There's a little rock down here. I gotta color it out. Now that finishes up. There's the black for the face. I'm just gonna wait for this oil to finish doing its thing. It's close. Okay, so what we do is we just take off this excess. Not too much of it. I'm just gonna come back and do these little dots of the colors over again. You see where it's trying to roll off the other's paint. So, yeah. Bring that color back to it just a touch. Let this dry out. Paint a couple of pieces here. Golly, I can't believe it. Get this one done in record time. Shaft first. Okay, so Naples yellow, raw umber. Make it more like a mud color, or it's kind of like a dried out kind of color. We're just gonna steeple it. We're not trying to paint like a layer. We're just stippling it on there, you know. A little stipper. Kind of age it out. It kind of gives it that little bit of a rot look. Or at least old. Maybe muddied. Texture. Visual texture. Close these guys up. Only gonna be 30 minutes ahead long. That's not bad. Definitely not for like not enough for a whole episode. It really wasn't. So it definitely was worth going over. Plus, we can drop a spin on Wednesday. That's always a good day to drop a spin. I have found that dropping on Friday sucks. Our last Trench Crusade guy barely got any likes at all. So, our videos. So, if you haven't checked out the Sniper Priest, go check it out. Give that video some boosts. It needs a little help. Let's see, where's that ridiculous rock? There it is. Let me get this rock done, so I can get this out of here. We just gotta finish up this black. And we can call it good. Call her done. Years and years of messing with it to be able to get the ledges on these things without messing up too much on the surface of them. Boom. And there it is. The Plague Knight. Ugly and gruesome. Just the way the doctor ordered. That would be Dr. P.H. Martin's, by the way. Or maybe Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Just being funny now. Anyway, that was awesome. I'll pick up. I'll do something else. Maybe we'll do the one on the corpse card for the next one. That'll be fun. So yeah, we'll do something Trench Crusade tomorrow. Another Black Grail piece. It'll be fun. I'm digging Black Grail so far. So anyway, hope you guys have an outstanding day. Move me now. I gotta move me back and get myself realigned, or I'm gonna be all off tomorrow. I won't get it. Everything will be messed up. Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for coming to watch. Appreciate Servant Beardsley as always for chiming in and helping everything keep running. Hope you like the model. Hope you come back and see us. Give us a likes and subscribes, all those good things. And we'll be back. We'll be back at you tomorrow with another miniature. See what I decide to do next. Really eyeballing these corpse guard. They're pretty cool. It's pretty cool stuff. So anyway, we're gonna talk to you later. Bye.